Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Carl here, Stage K, back today with the fourth video on the X32 compact series that I am making for you guys before selling this thing off in replacement for another mixer, which nudge nudge. We are back today, and in the last video we covered the config and preamp input section of the X32. Today, the next thing that I want to move on to is the equalizer. So as you can see here, we have the equalizer pulled up. I'm going to move over to the AKG D-live, which we were working on last time when we were sitting there working. But you can hear that we're still not fully there as far as audio-wise go. Now, in that regards, I am now going to take and put on my my headset here. So that way I can hear my own voice and stuff through here. So I can kind of more easily identify and EQ this microphone. So here you have the EQ section of the X32. You have your gain knob, your frequency knob, and your equalizer knob, and your Q, your width of the band. Here you have your modes. You have a low cut, a low shelf, a PEQ, a VEQ, which is basically a less aggressive version of a PEQ, high shelf, and high cut. Here you can select between your low band, your mid band, your high band, and your high mid band and your high band. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to just continue to talk, and I'm going to show you how I typically with the EQ microphone. So we have already applied our low cut, which I talked about earlier. So the first thing I would do for this microphone is go on my first band, go to around that 200 level. I'll let you listen. So you have this very boxy sound that you have here around 200 hertz. I'll take and cut that out of the mix so we don't have to listen to that boxy sound. There also tends to be a frequency around 4K. I'm going to see if you can hear it. So here we also have kind of a boxy-ish, sounds like enclosed-in sound happening at 500K. So I'm going to take and cut that out of the equation as well. So now this microphone is starting to sound kind of clean. But you can hear we're missing a little bit in the high end. So what I'm going to do is take and go here, go down to about 6K, and just add a little bit of a high shelf. Nothing much, nothing much. I'm going to take my high mid, go to around that 1 to 3K, boost it a little bit in that end. So here you can hear the microphone with EQ, and here you have the microphone without EQ. With EQ, without EQ. With EQ, without the EQ. So you can hear there's a drastic change between this boxy kind of muddy sound to this more clean, crisp, high-end sound of this microphone. Now later on in the chain, what I like to do is combine all of my microphones into a vocal mix bus, which interestingly enough, I actually have something happening here on my band 5 in my vocal bus. So this is actually the true sound of the equalizer coming out of the microphone. But in the vocal bus is where I like to do some more fancy stuff to it. I tend to take and turn on the low shelf, the low cut, to about 120 hertz on my vocal as well, even though it's really not necessary. That I like to do. What I like to do is go to my fourth band and just kind of give a gentle boost around that 2K, whatnot. I tend to take my high shelf here, tend to go around a little, around 10K, give it just a little nudge. We're talking like maybe 1 dB, 1.5 dB or nudge, since I tend to do most of that on my actual mic channel. And other than that, I pretty much just leave my vocal mix bus empty, since vocal EQ depends very from vocal to vocal. So really, you want to keep your mix bus for your vocal as pretty much flat as possible, with just little boosts here and there. Not really anything overboard. Reserve that for the actual vocal channel. So with that, I want to say thank you for watching this 5th video on the X32 Compact. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, like would be greatly appreciated. And as always, check the links down below for my socials and all my other YouTube channels and stuff like that. And until further notice, stay tuned and stay awesome. And Equalizer the heck out. Equalizer the heck out. And Stage K the heck out of here.